Hello. Welcome to the Oak and Lamb YouTube channel. My name is Rachel. Your host had to run upstairs. She'll be back, but I didn't want to start late. I didn't want people to start commenting or getting worried, and I forgot my laptop upstairs. So I'm going to check on you guys here and see how we're doing. Hi, guys. Hi, good morning. Let's see. Kat said, I'm not ready. Design Space update. Problem with scoring stylus. Well, Kat, you got some time because I'm not your host today. I'm the producer. If that was a flush and Becca's already done, that is hysterical. I guess I gave away what she needed to do before the live. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Yeah, I'm just being a little buffer for Becca, letting some people come in live. They get email notifications and stuff if you have your notifications turned on, which I highly suggest if you don't already. I think I hear her running. Let's see. Yeah, I do. I hear her. That was quick, Becca. Yes, I am. You feel better now? Guys, that was quick. I guess I could have went ahead and let it start live. I thought maybe it'd be at least 5 minutes, so I'm like, I'll just let people trickle in. Kat said she needed to update Design Space, so she needed more time anyways, and I'm like, well, we've got it for you. Let me go turn Becca's mic up. The host is here. Turn this up for Becca. Okay, you may speak.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm so sorry about that. Sometimes you just cannot avoid these things. Hi, happy Thursday. I assume you've done all the intro fun stuff.
What kind of, yeah.
Yeah, my name is Becca Oaks.
I didn't tell them my name was Becca Oaks, but
No.
close.
Yeah. We're going to be crafting today. We had a request for this over in the private Facebook group. And I thought the interesting part is that we already had a similar one to this on our list. And so I just adapted and fun stuff. I've put this cut file over in the private Facebook group and let you all know that we were going to be doing this today. So I don't know who all is here who has it cut out and is ready. But I'm excited. If you don't already have it cut out, I cut these out the exact same size that they come into Design Space, which was like, hold on. Let me detach really quickly. 4.15 inches. You can make these as big as you want. I wanted to use 2 pieces of cardstock because I have to be honest, I don't love loading, unloading, and taking forever. Now, I did use the Cricut Venture, and so I could use up to 4 pieces of 12 by 12 on that, and that helps a lot. You can use different shapes for this. You glue them differently based on what shapes you have, but this is a honeycomb paper crafted Christmas ornament, and this piece has blood on it because my hands are all beat up, guys.
I was going to say, I see 2 Band-Aids already.
Yeah, and there should be one right here, but there's not. I picked up the cord for the Venture and went like this to like straighten it out, and there was like a piece of glass or plexiglass on it, and it cut right into my finger. Like I had to pull it out like a splinter. And then this is a huge...
On the cord?
On the cord. It wasn't like sunk into the cord. It was just like laying on it or
That's
something.
Weird.
And then this is a huge blister from working at the house yesterday. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do today because I'm going to be kind of... it hurts just to do this.
Maybe that's God's way of saying chill out a little bit today.
No, because I think I get to paint today.
You're like, I can.
Yeah, I think Dad is at the house sanding down the
drywall.
The drywall
The putty,
right now.
yeah.
And then I'll go and clean it up.
Yeah.
And then,
which is the worst part.
It is.
That stuff gets everywhere.
But it will also be satisfying because I'm like dying to just get it clean and nice. So I'll clean it up, and then I think I'm going to start on the kitchen. Maybe the dining room. I don't know. I can't decide which one I want to do. Anyway. We're neck deep in that. That's super fun. Okay, so what I did was upload the file that was in Facebook to Design Space, and you'll see that it has lines. So it has a little shape, and then it has a vertical line that goes right down the middle of the shape. I grouped all of those together so that it was one file so that you didn't have to select each individual line from, I think it's 14 that are in the file, and change them all. So you just have to click one layer, go up to the top under operations. Its default setting is basic cut. You don't want that. You want to change it to score. And then you're going to attach those score lines to this. Once you do that, then duplicate this, because then you don't have to do all of that work again. So however many times you want to do this, however many you want to cut out, duplicate it that many times. Send it over to cut out. And I'm just using medium cardstock. Now, I did not have any good colors for Christmas that were not white core. I do not recommend white core for this project because you are going to see a lot of the ends. You're not going to see as much color as you will here, because we are essentially making an accordion and attaching it to the other side.
Now, also, it's difficult to find color core in craft stores. You probably will have to order it online.
You can get loose cardstock
yeah.
that isn't white core. I hate white core. I do. There's nothing that I like white core for.
I don't either.
I would pay extra for every single piece of cardstock just so they didn't have to have white core.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm literally trying to think of any circumstance where I would want.
I can't.
Me either. I have no clue who's on because I still have not gotten it pulled up.
Jan, Christina, Kat, Kelly, Linda.
Mom, are you with that? Are you over there? I had to shrink it to cut on a 12 by 12 mat. So, Kat, it's like 12.7 by, or 11.7 by 11.49. I just lie about it and make it work.
Yeah,
Like I just put it on there and make it work.
Yeah.
Mom's vacuuming sheetrock dust for me. Thank you.
Jan,
I'm so excited.
What a good mama.
Good. So when I get there, I'll just grab my rainbow and just detail everything. Unless I may have done a hell of a job, and that would have been amazing.
We'll see what grade you give Jan when you get there.
Yeah, she's a pretty good cleaner. Really quick before I get started, I have never been on scaffolding. I've never seen it put together or anything like that.
Did you have to rent it, or does your dad own?
Well, Dad owns some, but not enough to get to the top, and so he went to my Uncle Don's house.
You're gonna have to send me a picture because this scares me to think about.
I've got a picture of it.
This scares me to think about Doug.
I had to help him put it together.
Oh God!
It was me and him. I'm not afraid of heights though.
Is it rickety?
Fun.
Is it? I mean, scaffolding. It's supposed
not rickety,
to be,
but up top. I mean, you move, but there's 5 feet of board, like all the way across. So I mean, if you
it's
fell,
supposed to be temporary, so it's not going to be like solid steel.
I don't know. Hold on. I don't know if it'll pull over or not.
Cindy said, "I'm here for the first time in a while. Welcome, Cindy."
Hi, Cindy. I don't know if they can see this or not. Can they see that?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
So the ceilings, I think, they're 22 or 24 feet. I can't remember. And this ended up being 16 feet. So we're like up here trying to, and I'm like, it took like an hour and a half to put it up.
That's scary though.
Yeah, my 72-year-old father's been up there like a
He is not like any 72-year-old anyone's ever met.
Anna's freaking out, won't let him up there. I'm like, look, I don't care if you get up there. I just don't want you to get up there by yourself. Like, you
basically, Doug's 50.
Yeah.
Doug's like
honestly,
50.
Yeah. Anyway, so I am worn out. Okay, so I've got these cut out. I'm gonna grab.
It's not like you also don't have 4 children or a husband or another house or 2 dogs and a cat, and you don't have a lot going on.
Not at all. Not at all. We'll talk
about
that.
She texted me last night, guys, at like 8:30. She was like, "Can I move the live to 10?" And I'm like, "Dude, Becca, if you came to me and you were like, I gotta go. I'm leaving. I'm just gonna go to Florida for like a month and I'd be like, you go, Becca. You do whatever you need to do."
Well, because
Becca was like, "I'm gonna take up smoking 2 packs a day." I'd be like, "Do you want me to buy your first cigarettes? Like,
me to light them for you?
What do you need?"
In addition to everything that's going on, I swear I'm going to get started crafting. Our FSW, who is the family social worker for DCS, where we're still foster, our home is still open, messages me yesterday and she was like, "I need your annual blah, 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 blah signed." And I was like, "Okay, great." I was like, "I don't really know where I am right now. I can't tell you where I'm going to be because it could be my house. It could be here. It could be the new house." I said, I'll be moved in by December 6th. Can it wait till then? She was like, we're already 6 days past due. And I was like, this is not a me problem.
No, it's
but
not.
So I said, look, I will be at the new house laying floors or painting at 1 o'clock. If you can come there. She was like, okay, I'll do that. So that's why I had to move it, because I needed to make sure.
No, listen, I don't care. You go.
Oh my
whatever
gosh.
you need to do right now. Whatever you need to
it's
do. The holiday
crazy.
season, plus throw in the 1,000 things Becca's got going on. But that's not going to stop her from making some super cute paper
Crafts,
ornaments today.
So I do have a bone folder. You don't need a bone folder necessarily. You could use your scraper tool. You could use a non-serrated butter knife. You could use a ruler, whatever you want to use. But you do want to crease these really well, not just with your your fingers. You could use your fingernail if you want to do that for 28 of these, but that seems miserable. I'm also using Barely Art Precision Craft Glue. I do love this one because it dries really, really quickly. And it does, like it says, have a precision tip, so you don't get too much out at one time, which is important. If you get too much glue on this and it seeps out, then it's going to glue to the other pieces that it doesn't need to glue to. I also have some twine, and I also have
I'm sorry, what was that?
some beads.
Those are cute.
Right, they are cute. I wanted to use one of the green ones, but none of them match, so I'll end up using white. And that will come into play in a little bit. So first of all, we're just going to do a little monotonous folding and creasing. And so we can do some chatting. Rachel, what have you got going on in your life right now?
Well, I'm just giddy at the moment because someone else is decorating my Christmas tree right now.
Yeah.
Now, I did get everything out of the packaging and put all of the little hookies on them, which is arguably the most tedious part.
Yeah.
So, then Anna, I didn't even ask. I was hinting to it, about to grovel, and she just gets the step ladder and starts throwing crap on there.
While there are 5 children upstairs.
There are 5 children.
That are awake because I moved along.
But I'm just giddy about that personally because I don't have a whole lot going on, which I'm thankful for. We are having Friendsgiving on Saturday with a bunch of friends here. Becca and Anna are not attending. They are not my friends. They won't be here. Actually, I hope, because they're bringing a lot of the food. But that's going to be fun.
Yes, graciously, Rachel has decided to host for us.
Oh, I don't,
Because I don't have a dining room table at my home I'm currently sleeping at. And my other home has sheetrock dust all over it.
Well, happy to help. Happy to help. But, it's funny buying Christmas presents for a 2-year-old versus a 14-year-old because the 2-year-old isn't quite old enough to tell me exactly what he wants, so I just have to guess. And then the 14-year-old
tells you exactly what he wants, but it's so boring.
Tells you exactly what he wants, but it's so boring. I just want to cry, which is a gift card for video games. And I'm like, okay, like, is the magic age where this is fun somewhere in the middle here? Because both of these children are boring.
Well, no, I mean, it's going to be fun with Charlie because no matter what you get, he'll love and appreciate. And it's going to be so exciting and magical.
That's very true.
But yes, Beckett and Fallon's age right now, 7. Actually, I would say from Charlie's age to even Beckett's right now is really fun. Although Beckett will only tell me that he wants his catcher's mitt, and Mom got him that for Christmas, so I have no idea what I'm getting him for Christmas.
That makes things difficult.
Well, I told Mom to get it. Like she always asks.
Yeah.
And that was the price point that they normally spend, and so I thought that was perfect.
I don't know how Doug and Jane aren't taking out a loan for Christmas. Oh my God, they've got so many grandchildren. What is it, 12? Yes.
Yeah,
cheaper by the dozen over there.
Well, and then in addition to that, they also have Pearson's birthday next Wednesday. He'll be a year old. I can't. They have Fallon's birthday on the 12th. They have Chapman's birthday on the 20th.
Oh
and they
my
have
gosh.
Harrison's birthday on January 3rd. So it's like they never get a break.
No. Not to mention the other 9, 8, the other 9, whatever. The other
Well,
grandkids
there's a
too,
birthday.
birthdays.
I'm trying to think. The only month that we don't have a birthday in our family is October.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Seems odd
so you
to
got
me.
a 1 month window to.
1 month, which
1
we
month.
don't. Mom and Dad do birthday presents for all the grandkids, but we don't really do that for unless it's like a big birthday,
Right. Yeah.
like a monumental one. Like
Yeah.
Pearson's not having a birthday party.
Yeah.
He's not going to care. I'll make him some cupcakes on
Yeah.
Wednesday while we're at the house, probably working.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, he's
I mean, Charlie hasn't had a birthday. We just do family stuff, and that's fine. Now,
when he's older, he will.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Happy Thursday, Lorraine. She says I'm late as usual.
It's okay. I'm just folding these, all of them. I could probably have done like an assembly line. My hands are killing me trying to fold these, though. I have to admit, they're just my hands just hurt.
I know.
So that I can't remember the name of it. I'm horrible with names. Dad introduced me to my new favorite tool. It's called a collated screwdriver,
Okay.
which is basically like a machine gun for screws. And so I was screwing down the subfloor in my master bedroom yesterday, and that is fun.
What floor are you putting in there?
The same that's in the rest of the downstairs. That would.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was nailed down. But Dad, it's just that's not good enough. So we had to screw it down. And it was a fun little tool. So if you haven't used one before, I mean, a machine gun screwdriver. It's not really a screwdriver. I mean, it's big. It's over 24 inches long.
That is a lot bigger than I thought in my head.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah, it's big.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Oma says, how many of the papers are there?
There are 28. Now you can use fewer if you want. If you're making them bigger, you can use fewer. If you're making them small like this, I don't think it will reach around very well if you use fewer. So that's why I'm using all of them. But yeah, I mean, make these as big as you want to. Okay, so I have all of these folded just in half, and I have some clips, and this is just to keep them together while they're drying, because I don't have that many hands to make sure that they have pressure and all of that fun stuff. Now, I have a little cheat thing here. So this is the inside fold. This is where you're going to put your glue on the inside fold. So I'm going to put a dab of glue right here at the top. I did it like this so that it was contrast for you all.
I see.
A dab of glue right here, a line of glue right here. So from here to here. And I'll do all of this again. And then on this side, when I get them all glued together, and I'll show you this too, then we're going to put glue here and glue here. So there's a little cheat sheet. Inside fold. And this will be the outside that we'll do in a little bit.
How cool.
Okay, so inside, we're going to just start out. And I'm going to do probably 5 or so and then clip them together and then go from there. So just a little dot, just like this. Again, don't put so much that once you fold it over, it seeps out and glues the outside together. You don't want that. You want there to be some accordion action going on in a little bit.
Miss Brenda said, my husband and I are carving ornaments for our tree this year. Mushrooms, icicles, slugs, and Santas so far.
Well, Miss Brenda, that's because you are phenomenal.
Is she the one that did the pickle?
Yes. Have you looked at, she's done this Santa here recently that's really pretty too.
So you and your husband both carve? That's so romantic. Something you both do and love. Precious.
Okay, so I'm just folding these.
I'd like to see a slug. I like slugs. I think they're adorable.
Just like this. And then I'm going to just grab a chip clip or something like that and put pressure on it in the spots where I've put the glue. And then I'll do 5 more. Again, 5 is just the number I've chosen. You do whatever you want to do. If you feel like you need a little bit extra time, do one at a time. You don't have to do them like this. I just feel like it's a little bit quicker.
I like your green nails this time around.
Thank you.
I saw them Tuesday. I forgot to tell you.
Thank you. Thank you. Mm-hmm. You know I'll use green anytime, but it was just, oh my gosh, speaking of green, Rachel, I got this curio cabinet for my dining room, and it is this hunter green color. I cannot wait for it to come in. I'm so excited about it.
Is it a curio cabinet? Does that have like glass?
It has
doors?
glass doors, and
Okay.
it's curved at the top.
Sounds dreamy.
Yeah, I'm
I
excited.
have 0 walls in my house for any type of furniture like that. Zero.
We could have put one where your hall tree is.
That hall tree was made for that space.
It was. It was. And when you're here constantly, you're going to use it.
Oh, I know.
Especially when Charlie is
Gets older.
bringing
yeah.
bags and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know. That hall tree was. I think you found it, didn't you? And you were like, "This would be good for there." And I thought we'd just have to get it later. But honestly, it looks like it was made.
Yeah.
Made for that spot.
It does. It was like the actual, like perfect dimensions.
Yeah, the dimensions and everything. It's great. Perfect storage too.
Well, you know, we could put a skinny one over in that weird hole behind Jason's chair.
I swear that right now that's Charlie's poop corner. That's where he goes to poop.
Oh, I know.
You know, and
I go hide.
Time out is going well, but I need him somewhere I can see that he's not doing something he's not supposed to be doing.
That would be a good timeout corner, though.
It's a good, yeah. Yeah, maybe when he gets older, if he likes to read a lot by himself, we can make like a little bean bags and put some lights up.
If it were me, because I do like a lot of books, I would put a built-in shelf there and just put books in there.
Yeah. Oh, the shelf would be deep. Or do you mean like you have to like walk in there a bit
have to
and
walk
then your
in.
shelf is
Yeah.
there? Yeah. That'd be pretty. Like you find your way over to there.
You
look over.
know what you could do? You could pull the shelf to the front of that and have it on hinges so that it was like a secret little tiny closet.
That's so
Uh-huh.
cute. Yeah. When Doug's 85 and done with all of his family stuff, he can.
Just keep adding stuff. And to be honest, he was not planning on doing what he's doing at my house. I didn't ask him to.
You know that man's love language is exactly what he's doing right now.
I know. I didn't ask him to, but he is saving me a butt ton of money. So the house is like.
Oh, wait.
Uh-huh.
Doug has popped in on Jan's phone and said, "Just so you know, I'm only 71. It seems that you're rounding him up to 72, and he just wants to let you know that the days matter."
I did that yesterday too.
Well,
I legitimately thought he was 72.
he said, "Just so you know," he said, "This is your father speaking. Just so you know, I'm only." He did use the word only. I'm only 71.
My apologies. My apologies.
I would never do that to you, Doug.
To be fair, a lot of times I don't remember how old I am, so there's that.
I have to think of how old Mama B is to factor in how old my mom is because they're exactly 20 years apart.
Yeah.
So I have to think that Mama's 73, so Mom has to be 53.
I know what year my parents were born.
Same,
and
but
then
it's the math.
Yeah.
It's the math that you can't. Yeah. Kat said, "Lots of faith in Becca with this. I usually need to see the finished product first, but Kat's making it along with you."
Anyway, so back to the house. It's like 3,300 square feet or something. I don't know. And so we got a quote to have literally everything painted. That's walls, that's trim, that's some of the ceiling because beadboard around the ceiling and some of the spots needed to be fixed. And there was a lot of sheetrock repair that needed to be done just because this is going to be our forever house. And I just want it to look really nice and really smooth and really like new build-ish. And so I got the quote for it. Oh, and also there's this weird, there isn't now, this weird wet bar that they had put in a living room.
It was in the weirdest spot, too.
So weird. And they didn't ever, it was piped for a wet bar, but they never actually like put a sink or anything there.
That's weird.
So weird.
They had it popped out and everything?
Yes, there were, yeah.
That's really weird.
So, I wanted that pulled out and I wanted it just a smooth flush wall. Anyway, so they get back to me with this quote and I know the guy who's doing it and he was like freaking out trying to give me this number. He's like, "I don't even want to tell you." And I'm like, "Just tell me what the number is." And he says, "It's $25,000 to $30,000, probably closer to 30. And that doesn't include paint." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
That doesn't include paint.
Okay. And so I'm thinking about it. I'm like, "Look, I can paint." And I was thinking maybe I would spend about $20,000 on this. And the only reason that I wanted somebody else to do it is because I wanted it done before we moved in. I didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
because I have all these children and all these things going on. And so I was like, look, I wanted to spend about $20,000 on something like this. And what can we do? I definitely want the repair. I'm letting this dry for just a second. I definitely want the repairs of the sheetrock, and I definitely don't want to paint the living room because it's so tall. It's like 22 or 24 feet. I can't remember. Dad told me. And I didn't want to have to, do the scaffolding and all of that fun stuff. And so he ended up saying, well, if you'll do the doors and the trim work and paint the kitchen and the sunroom, I'll do the rest of it for $20,000. And I was like, okay, fantastic. So this was Saturday, and right after we talk about that, we were under contract for the house, our current house, got a call that those buyers had pulled out, and I was just having a crap day. And Dad was like, look, I can do this for you and save you $20,000. And I was like, I mean, if you want to do that, I at least know it's going to get done really well.
Yeah.
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 So my father and mother are over there working their butts off. They save us, like, I don't even know. I'm 37, right? And they're still saving my butt.
Hey.
I really hope, honestly, that my kids at my age know that they can count on me the way that I know I can count on my parents.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
yeah.
And
That's like the goal.
the love that you feel from your parents, magnify that by 10.
Yeah.
What they feel for you doing this for
absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Doug and Jan are there. Like, this is exactly what parents are supposed to do.
Do
And
they want to be there? Probably not.
well,
Probably
and
not.
you're so blessed to have them, and that they're in such good health, and
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
love doing this stuff for you. Phenomenal.
I think these are good and dry. So
Listen,
now we're
you're
gonna
the crafter here.
now we're gonna flip here, and we're gonna put glue right here and right here.
Lorraine said, "Your mom and dad are freaking amazing."
Hey, it's true. It's true. So glue right here.
Stacy said, "I'm 45. My dad's still helping me out."
Well,
That's what they're supposed to do. You're always their baby. It don't matter.
I can't imagine ever not wanting to help my kids.
Oh yeah.
If it's something that I can.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. Did you guys tell him about the contract and all that stuff last live?
Yes, Anna did.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's stolen all my thunder, I'm sitting here doing this monotonous gluing, and I could have. I don't know what else to talk about.
I think someone straight up asked what the
It's
update was
fine.
on
I
your
really
house.
don't care. My life is an open book.
Kat, don't tell me how to do my job. Don't.
Does she want you to be overhead?
I already was overhead. There's
Oh.
just such a bad lag, Kat. I flipped it a while ago. You just don't know. You know I love you, Kat. I'm just kidding.
So while I'm doing this, I'm just putting pressure on it the entire time. And then I'll probably do about half of them and then clamp and do the other half and then glue that one together.
You keep
that stuff.
reminding me of Suki from Gilmore Girls because she always has a bunch of Band-Aids all over her
Band-Aids.
hands. Yeah. You remind me of Suki.
Did I talk to you about Gilmore Girls and Fallon?
No.
So I let Fallon watch like the first couple episodes, and just to see. I've watched them all before, but just thought it would be something cute we could watch together.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Mom, was this filmed back in the old days?
In the old days.
Like back in the 90s?" And I was like, "Oh no."
That's the old days.
Then Suki says, or not Suki, Lorelai says something about getting a Coke, and Fallon was like, "They had Coke back then?"
Oh my gosh.
I almost died. Like, here's the thing. I remember my mother's 40th birthday. I remember vividly her turning 40 years old and us having this party for her and me feeling like 40 was so old. And here I am at 37, and I know that 40 is not old.
Right. Right.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
to her, which her dad is almost 50, and that is old. I'm joking. I know everybody here is almost over 50.
No, but yeah.
But to her, that's ancient.
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, in the old days.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
That's a good show to watch with her, though. It's not explicit. It's
Right.
wholesome. Shows a lot of different. What I like about it too for kids watching it is it shows a lot of bad decisions and how they play out.
Right.
Because both Lorelai and Rory, they make some
Questionable
doozies
choices,
of
yes.
decisions, but it plays out, the consequences of those decisions. I think it's a really good show.
Okay, I've done, I think, about half of these. I'm not going to sit here and count them. We're just going to believe that I'm close. So I'm going to clamp them together, put them over here, and then I'll do the other ones here. Who already has Christmas stuff up? Let me know.
Hopefully I do when I walk back upstairs.
Well, when I came down from my break, you had probably as many ornaments as you would normally put on a tree on your tree.
Are you kidding? Okay, guys, listen. I know what I'm good at and I know what I'm bad at. I think when you get in the business that we're in, it's essential to know your strengths and weaknesses with what you do in crafting. I tend to have a good eye on certain things. My eye for decorating a tree is atrocious. I literally will put up the same size plastic ball ornaments. I'll just put them all over the tree. Maybe a ribbon at the top as a topper, and I'll be like, done.
She has a very simplistic.
Very. But also my eye gets overwhelmed because I think, well, okay, I could put that or that on it. But then I'm like, but I only have like 6 of those. So where in the world am I going to put them? Well, what if someone walks in the back door? What if then I start overthinking it. I just know that trees are not my forte. When I was buying everything, I thought I was severely over purchasing ornaments, and Beck and Anna hold back laughter at the amount of ornaments I bought, which apparently are not only not a gross overestimate of what I thought I needed, but they're wanting to put more crap on that tree.
Just some ribbon.
Some ribbon. I thought that beads took place of ribbon.
No, I have garlands and ribbons on mine, which is not the right way to do it.
Well, I don't care. I don't care.
You know, there's no right way.
Well, there's some wrong ways though. Yeah. I cannot decorate a tree. It's just the way it is. My mama can. She's actually really good at that, and she likes to say she's not a crafty person.
I've never seen your mom's Christmas tree.
Becca.
I'd love to see Mama B's tree.
Mama B's trees are always iconic. Now, the older Mama B gets,
the less she cares.
She puts the same amount of effort into the tree, but she keeps getting a smaller tree.
Yeah.
So she's doing the same amount of work, but the tree's getting smaller.
The last few Christmases at my Mama Myers's, the tree was, I don't even know that it was 24 inches tall. And it was, on her little hearth thing. And like some
just horrible
tinsel and
Now Memo, she's
but
very
I
classy.
Loved it, man. I'd
she's
give anything
classy
to have
with
it.
but it keeps getting smaller. It was like a really big 8-foot tree, and then we went to like 6.5, little pencil tree. Then we're gonna go to 5 feet. Then we're gonna she does the same amount of effort. This tree just gets.
I have a 7.5-foot tree, and I got it last year, and it is beautiful. But it's not going up this year. This year, I'm gonna do just like my ceramic trees, and I'm gonna do stockings and probably some garland on the stairs and stuff like that. But a tree is not going up. It's just not happening.
Jane said, I'm a coward this year. Chap and Palmer are at my house, and I can't figure out how to keep them off it. Jane, I get it.
Mom, you're going to have to put a gate around it.
Yeah, you're going to have to.
I think Palmer would be fine. Chapman is the one that I would be concerned about.
He's too much like Charlie.
Pearson's going to be the same way.
Yes. Christina said, I love decorating for Christmas. I've been tempted to start a side hustle to decorate other people's homes for them. I love it. Christina, if you have the passion to do it, I would pay someone to do it. Luckily, I have 2 friends. But
me and Anna do that a lot for friends.
But honestly, there's a lot of money in that. You can make really good money during the holiday season. Cover the shopping that you do, if not have some more money to put away.
A lot of times people will even purchase trees, purchase all of the ornaments, everything that you need to decorate it, and they'll sell it just as is, and people buy the crap out of that. You like saran wrap it, and they leave it that way every year. Yeah. Like, buy the crap out of it. Because a lot of people don't have time for it. A lot of people don't have the eye for it.
But you want it. You want a nice decorated house. Yeah. So, what are your options? Let me see. Stacy said, I've started Christmas shopping. Decorating will be soon once I get it out of storage.
I have started. I have a lot of my stuff bought already, which is
Do
not
you?
like me.
Good.
It's not like me. The problem is that I keep getting excited and giving them
I was about
away.
to say, the reason you can't buy it early is because you just give it to the person.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
And that's okay. It's okay.
I will not give Fallon her Christmas present early.
You gave her a birthday present.
Yeah, I did, but that's because she's going to be using it.
Christina
Awesome.
said, I've had my trees up. Trees? How many? How many you got, Christina?
Rachel, you know people do lots of trees.
Up and decorated for weeks.
I think
I'm
Lisa
working on
wants
other
just-
random decorations for bathrooms, hallways, etc.
I feel like Lisa has 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4.
Oh.
I know at least 5. And she does them big. Like her one in her
I can't.
kitchen is like gingerbread and stuff like that themed, and
She's got to start that early. There's
I
no
think
way.
there's more than that because I think Nick has one in his room, and there's one in the landing, and there's one downstairs, and there's one
Sweet
in the actual living room.
Jesus.
I don't know.
Lisa.
I don't know what she's doing this year though because she's about to have a grandbaby. This is her second
Aw.
grandbaby, and she is headed to. She actually might be there right now. Headed to California because she's about to be due.
Okay.
And so I don't know. She's going to be.
Is
there
she
for a
going to
little
stay through the duration, the rest of the pregnancy?
bit. Yes.
See the baby?
Until baby is due. Let me see where she is. She's still here. I know she's not going to be here Sunday, so I'm just going to hold this while we chat for a few minutes because I just need for this to be really good and dry. Actually, I will. I'll clip it and then do the other part.
Kat said, we have friends that put a tree in every room of their house, and it's not a small house. That's nutso to me. That's nutso.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. Okay. While that is going on, I'm going to take a bead and some jute. And I'm going to put this through the end like this. It will go through. I hate wooden beads that have been painted because sometimes the paint around the hole makes it difficult to go in. There we go.
Christina has 9. If I did that math right. I have 3 in my living room.
3 in your living room.
Oh wait, no. She doesn't have 9. 3 in my living room. One of the 3 is a 7.5 foot. 2 of them are 4 foot ones in the corner.
Okay.
A 5.5 in the kitchen, and my son has one in his room, and the other one for my room isn't unpacked yet. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 6. That's a lot of trees.
Was it last year? Last year, Beckett had one, Fallon had one. We had one downstairs. But Anna did Beckett and Fallon's. I wasn't about it. So I just put that through, looped it, knotted it right here. And this is going to be at the bottom of the ornament.
Cute.
Okay, so I think this is probably good and dry. And what I'm going to do is just gently start working this to kind of pull it apart. See, it already came apart right here where I just glued it. Give me another second here. Actually, I can start working this right here. If I got too excited and put too much glue on here, I'd be really mad.
Too excited.
I almost used hot glue on this. And then I thought, do I really want to deal with all of
The strings and stuff.
Yeah, part of the problem is I put too much right here. And so I'm just going to have to go in it with my fingernail and kind of separate it. And then do the same up here.
The lows are getting pretty low here into next week.
What are they?
The 30s is the lows.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The high for today is 57. It's supposed to rain all day.
all day.
Yeah, which makes me just want to crawl in
I know.
a big comfy chair with a book. and be
Saturday's the
ready.
perfect day. Partly cloudy, 61.
Oh, that is
Gonna be
perfect.
perfect. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 63, 65. Wednesday, sunny, high of 70. We get another warm day. And then the very next day, low 36, high 58.
And then we'll probably have snow the next
Then,
weekend.
yeah, then it'll snow, and then it'll all melt and be 75 and sunny.
Yeah,
And
we'll be at the lake.
yeah, that's the weather here in East Tennessee. Yeah, I drove here last night because I was not about to drive in the rain in the dark this morning. It's one of the beauties of working and living in the same house. I just drove
so
here.
mad right now.
Put too much
I
on
put
it.
too much glue.
Oh, I see the vision though.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be careful so that it doesn't completely pull apart. I did exactly what I told you all not to do. I was trying to tell Mom. I was trying to talk to her about it this week about how difficult it is to do this and craft at the same time,
Yes.
and just really pay attention to what you're doing. But look how, I mean, the vision is that it goes around like this.
Yeah. I love that it's like you put the glue on the. It's really neat.
In the
It's
same
really-
spots.
Yes,
yeah.
it's really neat.
I'm just going to have to risk it here and try to
So
open it up.
pretty.
See where it's glued together right there.
Oh yeah. So less is more with the adhesive.
Mhm. Less is definitely more. It'll just be a minute while I do this.
Right after the live Tuesday, guys, I was cleaning up and busted and broke those two vanilla extract bottles, and a shard of it apparently cut Becca's hand today. That was definitely from those bottles, So
I was trying to figure out where broken glass came from.
it was from those two vanilla bottles, yeah. So I busted those two that I showed you guys on the live. So I cut Becca's hand all up, but she gave me a hernia. So I feel like we're I don't know if the medical bill's even out from a Band-Aid versus a surgery. But I think maybe
Now listen.
I don't think I'll lose sleep
whoa,
tonight.
whoa. You had an ulcer too, which that is not on me.
No, I had a cyst.
That's what I meant. Okay, so I got those opened.
Maybe you caused the cyst too. I don't know. We'll never know.
I doubt that.
Yeah, Becca cut her hand. It was on the cord. I don't know how it was on the cord.
I don't either. Where were you when you dropped them?
Right where you are.
That's how. You know that stuff just bounces?
No being barefoot down here, people.
Oh, heck no. Sorry, guys. I thought this is totally my fault. Open up, buddy. You hear Charlie up there?
Oh, I sure do. A smart mouth, I tell you. He's fussing.
So he has a big, huge knot on
Anna's
the
saying,
back of
"Can
his
you
head."
be kind?"
To Charlie?
I'm sure it's to mine.
Mom and Dad are sending me pictures in the respirators here. Well, that's cute, Mom. That looks really cute.
All about the safety.
Yeah. Oh, what I was saying.
We're talking about the kids.
Yeah.
I hear them fussing up. They've been quiet for a while.
Yeah, they've actually done pretty decent.
Yeah, I put Paw Patrol on when we were walking down here. Anna got Charlie to go in the bathroom to get her some toilet paper because she said she needed tissue just to get him out of the room so I could run down the stairs. Because sometimes he's a stage 5 clinger. Sometimes. So Anna was like, "Can you go get me a tissue, Charlie, some toilet paper?" "Yes, I can." So then he starts walking away and I jet down here.
Oh, talking about the lump on the back of his head. So he
Oh,
fell and he has
God.
this huge knot on the back of his head. So he was telling, he has this thing where he talks about squirrels, but he calls them foils.
Schwerwolf.
Squirrels.
Squirrels.
And so we're like, did those squirrels hit you in the back of the head with the nuts? And he was like, yeah, they did. I was like, how many nuts did they throw? 2. What color was the squirrel? Rainbow.
Yep.
What was its name? Rainbow Mommy.
Yep.
It's just so funny
Yeah.
when they start talking and
And coming up with
telling
stuff
the
in their little
stories
heads.
and yeah.
Yeah, I love stories from toddlers. They're great.
Oh
They're
my gosh,
great.
that piece is not going to stay glued. Okay, anyway, so you get the idea. This is what we do. We open it up here. All the way. Like
Oh, it's so pretty.
this. But before we do that, what we want to do is take this and place it right here.
And that that bead like holds it in spot.
And then you're going to glue in the exact same spots that we did earlier.
Jen, it wasn't even your child. It was a random child. She said, I was at the airport the other day and a kid dropped their iPad on my foot. Those things are heavy.
Crap. Just totally. Let me get the hot glue gun out. This is not drying for some reason on this side. All the other ones are dry, but it will not dry out here. Oh, I think I've made it so soggy. Speaking of soggy, my 11-year-old, have I told you this? My 11-year-old has some aversion to water, and not all water, just some water, and I can't figure out what he means. But he says he can't drink it, it's gross, it's soggy. I'm like, water is wet. So I don't know what that means. Yeah.
So he doesn't want to drink water. What if you put a flavoring in it or something?
No, he likes water, but for some reason, like sometimes he'll just say, no, I can't drink that, it's soggy.
Is it the cup he's drinking out of?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Is it a paper cup? Is the
Well,
the
that
lip
would make
of the
sense.
cup?
No, I think it's normally his cup from school or something, and maybe it's been in there all day, or
Sure.
maybe it's from the water fountain, because
Maybe there's a wang to it.
We give him filtered water at home, so I really don't know. Cannot figure it out.
It's interesting.
It's soggy, and I was like, excuse what?
He'll figure it out. He'll be able to tell you soon, I guess.
Fallon lost 2 teeth. This actually really hurts to push this. Fallon lost 2 teeth on Tuesday. Yeah. Our tooth fairy goes broke really quick because they lose the teeth like at the same time. It's not just one tooth and then a couple weeks. It's like,
Did she pull it or did
she pulled them both.
She did?
Yeah.
Becca,
What?
that girl.
I know.
That
Well,
girl.
because she tried to she wanted me to pull it that morning, and I said I didn't have any dental floss. We had just run out that night before, so I was like, well, I'll get some dental floss today, and I'll pull it when we get home. Well, that just was not good enough.
So she was like, that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll do
and
it,
then
Mom."
Fallon, I told Beckett to go brush his teeth. It was that night, and he was like, I can't brush my teeth. There's blood all over in the sink. And I was like, what are you talking about? Apparently, she was in there working out another one, and they handed it to me. She was like, I hope the tooth fairy gives me $2. Well, the tooth fairy only had $1, so she got a 5.
I remember vividly pulling my own teeth. The one little nerve it would be connected to, and you'd yank. Ugh. Mom was the tooth puller at church. The kids would quite literally line up next to a tissue box, and Mom would just grab it, yank it, hand it to him, grab it, yank it, and I can't.
With her hand?
With her hand, Mom would hold the tissue, and then Mom would hold their tooth with a tissue, yank it, hand it to them. They'd walk out happy. Yank it, hand it to them. They'd walk out. She would do it all the time.
I do it with dental floss.
Yeah, Jason's gonna have to be the tooth puller for Charlie. There's
Well,
no
you knew
way
I had a
can.
huge aversion to it, but now I'm fine with
There's
it. I'll
no
pull
way.
I'll pull Charlie's
You're
teeth.
gonna have to.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yikes!
Except that he kind of hates me sometimes, so he would really hate me, I think, then.
I don't know. He strikes me as the type that it would annoy him in there if it was wiggling. I feel like it would annoy him and he would just want relief.
That's
from
what happens with Beckett.
it. Yeah,
He
that's
cannot
what he
stand
would
it.
do. Charlie, if he gets a hair in his mouth, which as an adult is one of the worst things.
Yeah.
It's hard to find it as an adult.
Yes.
So all I can do is take my shirt and cram my whole shirt in his mouth and try and wipe his whole
Yeah.
tongue because I don't know where the crap that. But he'll say, hair in my mouth, hair in my mouth. He does not like. Or if one of his toes are wadded up in his sock, like he cannot.
Yeah.
No.
The sensory, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, get it, get it.
Like it's the same way. Okay. So you see where I'm going with this here.
Christina said, Liam had 2 teeth pulled on Tuesday from the orthodontist. He decided just to give one to the tooth fairy and keep the other.
I like that.
Sure.
I like that.
As a memento. Tooth. My mother-in-law, my ex mother-in-law, James's mom. She's been in dentistry for 30-something years. She kept every tooth in James's head. I've seen them. I've seen them with my own 2 eyes. I've seen them. It's it's in this set, Becca, that has like numbers for
you
each.
put the tooth where it goes.
Yes.
And,
So the full set hit all of his baby teeth. Does not shock me even for a second that she kept all of his baby teeth. But like half of them are crowns because he had a lot of cavities when he was little, so they'd crown them all. Oh my gosh. Just like half of them silver teeth. Like this tooth fairy was dedicated.
So you can see why I don't like the white
Yeah, let me switch.
core.
I don't know. With the white bead, it kind of ties it in a little.
I know, but if this were not white cord, it would be so much better.
Yeah.
You can do this with, like I said, you can do this with a circle or an oval.
Yeah.
And then make them whatever sizes you want.
Yeah.
Whatever sizes you want. It's just a little bit of delicate
Yeah.
handling
Yeah. I couldn't do it. I would have already thrown it away.
and not over gluing. So
But
there's
I
that.
like that it's tedious, but it's not difficult.
No, I mean, you
it's
could sit
not
in front of a TV.
Yeah,
and do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun times.
You could do it with pages of a book if you
Oh,
love a
that would be
certain
so
book. That'd be
cool.
cute.
That would be cute.
Something like that.
Where is the needle? Or not the needle. The push pin. Thank you all for being here with us today. What a fun. I always love crafting with you all. And I feel like well, we haven't really crafted. You guys did Tuesday. But I was upstairs. But I love it. I love being able to do that. It's a fun little break for me. Little mindless break.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. We will be live next week on Tuesday. If you liked this content and like other crafts like this, then make sure you follow the channel here on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's free to do that. And you can turn on notifications so that you know every single time we go live or post content, which we do frequently. Also, if you like this file and other cut files, join our membership. Click the link below and use the code HURRY at checkout for $100 off our membership. It gets you access to our library of cut files with free commercial use license, as well as access to our private Facebook group, our member-only content, our Cricut course, and so much more. So click that link, join, and become a part of our crafting community. Thanks, everyone. Have a fantastic day.